Hi, this is Jeffrey. The learning objective for this tutorial is to demonstrate how to add a website web hosting services member email account in Gmail. To get started, there are a few pieces of information you need. The Gmail setup will flow much easier if you have this information readily available. The email address you want to add to Gmail, the password for that email address, and the website web hosting services POP3 server settings. Your email address and password, I'll assume you already know. To get your POP3 settings, log in to your website web hosting services member account. On your dashboard, click on the Mail icon. Under the heading Secure SSL Settings is the information you need. You can either keep this screen open and refer to it as needed, or you can copy the incoming mail server settings and paste them in a text document. We will refer to them shortly. Now that you have the information required to add your website web hosting services member email account, it is time to open Gmail. In your Gmail account, on the top right is the setting wheel. Click on it. Once opened, click on See All Settings. Across the top are several tabs. Click on the one labeled Accounts and Import. Scroll down the page until you see Add a Mail Account. Click on Add a Mail Account. In the email address field, enter the email address you would like to add. For this tutorial, I am using email@jeffreydoucet.com. Once you have your email address entered, click Next. The default setting is Import Emails from my other account, POP3. Click Next. By default, the username field will display what you entered before the @ symbol on the Add a Mail Account screen. Change the username field so that it matches the email address just above the field. In this demo, it is email@jeffreydoucet.com. In the password field, enter the password for the website web hosting services member email account you are adding to Gmail. This is not your Gmail password. It is the password you set when you created your website web hosting services member email account. Now you need to update the POP server field. The field will be populated with something like mail.yourdomainname. Change it to mail.websitewebhostingservices.com and change the port from 110 to 995. These are the settings you copied from your website web hosting services account. You can decide if you want to leave a copy of the incoming email on the server. Do check the box next to always use a secure connection, SSL, when retrieving mail. When you have several email accounts linked to Gmail, it is sometimes a good idea to label the incoming messages. I generally do. Here is an example. You can decide what works best for you. Once you've made your decision, click Add Account. If you have entered the information correctly, then under the Accounts and Imports tab, you should see the email address you added. This is an example of the one we added during this tutorial. And this is an example of a test email I sent just to be sure I could receive email addressed to the account we just added in my Gmail inbox. That's it. That is all there is to adding a website web hosting services member email account to Gmail. By the way, our email hosting service includes features like setting the level of security you are most comfortable with, accessing email through webmail, filtering incoming email and redirecting to folders, or filtering and redirecting to other email accounts. One of the biggest privileges for members is that they can have 3 email addresses per domain name without having to invest in web hosting. That is a huge benefit. If you are not already a member, go to websitewebhostingservices.com. All you need to do is register 1 domain name to become a member.